Hello, Dream. Hey, welcome back, Dream Team. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Each time you click my channel, we're going to learn something fun and new. Turn your volume up. Let's get it. Let's go. Watch me turn this DIY project into something cute like this. Here's where we started. I literally got home, unloaded them out of my truck, and let's just see what we can do. So clearly you just need any sort of scrap, or if you actually have a ruler, that's fine. But just take anything that's pretty much going to give you a straight line and kind of just measure it out. Have you a pen or a marker or something handy so that you can just mark off where you're going to be cutting it. And sometimes it's easy if you have a person to at least hold the piece straight. That way you only have one job of just marking it, so that you don't end up like this and it falls a little bit. And so just have some help on hand if you have it. If not, just take your time. It'll work out the same way. And since I do have two of these, just do the same thing on the other side. I don't have a fancy table or a wood station, so I'm just using what I can. I'm using the top of one of my mop buckets just to have it to where I pretty much don't have to cut anything off. So I'm just going to cut off both sides. Safety first. On this part, I am recording in real time just so you can pretty much see how it is. But most of the video, I'll be speeding it up so that you don't have to see repetitive stuff go over and over and over again. So just watch this part and then it'll speed up in a bit. Flip that same piece over just because the saw isn't long enough to get both sides, or you can take a hammer and knock the pieces out, whichever way works better for you. On this part, I'm just taking the extra scraps that I have to make legs for both of the trees so that they don't flip over if the wind blows forward or backwards. And then the next trick, I'll teach you how to take out a nail. Just take a pair of pliers and just keep twisting it back and forth, back and forth. They'll break off. The little point, beat the rest in with a hammer and you're good to go. So they should look something like this. And then you're able to go ahead and stick them on the sides, the front, on the side of it, but for it to stick out in the front and the back so that they don't blow over. So pretty much just take nails and put it into the main piece. And we can do this before we get to painting. Since I have two trees, I have 8 legs all in total. So once I beat those in, this is kind of what it looks like once they're standing up and ready to go. I need more of like a point at the top, so I pretty much just take pieces of scraps again from the wood that I already had and split that in half to make sort of a point. So just put the nail in the back of it and beat it forward so that you have something that you can put decor on, such as a hat or a bell or anything that you want to use. Now for the fun part, this is the paint I used. And I'm kind of just going to do a little simple design of green and white on one side, and then the other side that's on the left, it'll be mainly red. And we're going to kind of mimic Santa Claus with a black belt in between. So pretty much I just have to spray a couple coats of this, let it dry overnight, and then come back in the morning and finish up what pretty much didn't look right. I got the flashlight so that I can show y'all kind of what it looked like since it was dark at night. And of course, this did take me a couple of days to do. So as y'all can see, I was doing it late at night, so I really couldn't see, and I was probably spraying and overspraying and underspraying certain parts. So I'm just gonna go back up and touch up some of the stuff that looks similar like this, where you can still see the background. I'm not too really focused with the stuff that's just kind of like its color. That's fine for me, but like the whites and some parts of the green, I'm gonna respray. Hopefully it don't overspray on the other colors, and then I don't have to keep doing this. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do like circle sprays to make ornaments or not. But anyway, I guess I'll figure that part out in a minute. On this part, I used like a empty box, and I just opened it up and pretty much used this as a guard so that I wouldn't spray other parts that wasn't supposed to be a certain color. That kind of helped out a lot, so I didn't have to go back and keep fixing stuff. This is the next night. I'm just showing you that I kind of sprayed black on the backside just so when you walk up the driveway, you don't see the natural color on the back. I used a staple gun for this part, and I kind of tried to put it in between the staples so that it didn't puncture it. But mine wasn't even calibrated right, so it just got what it got, but it did make the job a lot smoother.
It wasn't cloth.
Look, find me doing a YouTube video.
Huh? Yeah, look, it's basketball.
He showed his shirt.
So I pretty much just take the lights and go in a zigzag motion, going, left to right, left to right, left to right, and adding more and more lights to it and let it dangle towards the middle so that it can hide behind it so that I can plug it up in the yard without the wires being seen. Alrighty, here's the final product. I just put a bell on it, some trips. I'm gonna order a big Santa hat for the top so that it'll kind of come together. But yeah, this is what we got for now. So, and this is how it looks with the lights and without the lights.
Wait.
Looks basically
No,
like
lights
this.
off.
Looks nice. So we're gonna put them outside and see how they go with the rest of the stuff. There you have it. Christmas decorations. Sit. The trees came out cute. Really nice.